get accident because of this NSQ matter. So today you know call it place in the castle because normally that NSQ they waste many time for us.
Wow, you don't play the system.
Now they don't get senior union executive more than
See, I know.
See, that was the first thing. Engineering students, engineering aspirants, that was the first thing we want to work against. You see the NSQ. We move for this crab and how they give us power. Oh, structure don't forget the plan. Oga, all this is more than they do. We know they're interested. More than
because even the
how many billion they take any only our department, you know how many million they make. Anyone at
you see, and they want me to propose for ND2, but ND1 no nah, no sharp like that.
Now what we call one of our college sisters.
ND2 they really do this thing.
That is a Ibadan Poly. What was there? Now they do something related to NSQ like this. They say something like they something.
Wait, now listen. Now listen is your this for all your poly is one. Now most.
Don't try to do the most.
That's good. Now most.
When it's now, they see that.
I say go the computer and
now put am no go.
My brother.
I be all go before police put class say don't put class for 9:30 or Friday. 9:30 now go dey.
When the post you go?
Now see that main this thing. That main this thing go do.
Now there the post you go.
When? Every Friday 9:30 we go get class. I'll call leave class again. They go in next school. No sharp.
Yeah, no. Now I have to access to the post you go.
Wait, but I go
to show me notification for you. Say you want to go live. Are they follow one now?
This year for the interview.
Now me and this person
never start you
and they don't know how to watch it.
but the guy still try. He still teach us how to take the assemble.
Attendance of bad.
But now they go well.
Then teach us how to take the store windows. But the day we teach us how to take the store windows,
Every day you guys
Once in a week.
This is for weekly more
Saturday. But all the things you need as the theory aspect to send proof of book or send out give privately as a PDF. Then if you work out the access, you go tell you say that things what you send you. Now there you go for write your assessment form.
Okay, we will write it together.
Yes.
Unless you get booklet.
They give us a certificate.
They give. Why you don't go connect?
I know they assess our feeling before they will give. Because now our assessor.
Money they really day after.
No, the thing they say patient assessor. Me I don't pay.
Yeah. Money those schools, they talk about the landlord too, they increase the house rent.
Bro, if you don't pay.
Emma was class, Emma with our class, we yellow, fully follow you see they increase their house rent to 150. Don't innovate outside.
Now, because now, don't they put the tap for it?
Don't if no, I said 150 to 200.
This one, say that for no
Don't they increase.
If I ask them, they don't do.
And this is too much. The reason
everybody does
No, not with that one.
it's not the one for the ready now. With the fifth, the one for the ready now.
Now, they say on the
Or 25th, then we will do.
still live.
You're there.
I'll be talking
You're
with
clear now.
you.
Nah, gotta go.
It's camera.
Gotta go.
I'm just saying that.
It's not the 27th.
Shit.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Today.
And this week, most of this will be
That
that is scam. That is scam.
It's about to come out. Let me just say.
I don't get paid. I'm waiting. Because, you know, see, no lecturer when I don't see now, when he say he don't see me when they play. I say, no, no lecturer.
People they complain for that course normally.
People go for that course.
They complain.
Alright, guys, we're about to start.
But at least, let's see.
Let's say you go back to the past and be the
I
back
don't
to the
feel
future.
Network is just misbehaving.
Too much feeling.
massive carryover for it. Massive.
That's how now. Brother money, that is again.
Now everybody comply.
We don't know so massive. But I was going to pretend I be 20.
For what?
Name when I post, how many?
You don't reach 30. You don't reach
You
20.
know 20.
16 and 16.
Now before I even post, I don't call some people. That's why I know reach 20 again.
I better go.
Okay, that means those
For
for what? Name for
Hey,
for
that bag now.
But that woman.
I pay you. We don't worry.
No, but that woman.
Is it massive?
Let's be frank and sincere.
The fact is, massive
As
deal.
we don't there now, me I know say as we there now. Now let's just say as we there now, then they have some other few guys. Let's see they.
This one will bring you. This one will bring you.
I still call that man now, but you know.
Somebody say wetin my bed dey do. We on a day like this.
Well, okay, like,
I swear. For the
No
life.
small.
What do you mean they do?
I don't see
This
that.
mathematician.
Wetin my bed dey do. We
Hey!
on a day like this. I don't know the bed
Look
dey
at
do.
them.
No,
Guys, we are doing our IT with FY. Please don't mind.
Hello.
Delete.
Two year.
Now, this is the name.
One my best. One my best in our one of our classmates.
Classmates. I didn't know my bed.
FY. Yeah,
I don't thought they show. They say alright.
Many people.
You have to see the center. Everybody in the show now. I wish na normal life like we say like you get like 2 or 3 cameras. Go dey here, one go dey here. Views wey.
Man, man small.
You get like 4K views.
Wait. It's all right. It's
When you go get 4,000. 4,000.
FY should.
No, yeah.
It's network.
Instead,
People are watching now. Is it clear?
we do. We get your class now, watch 100 now.
It should be
Go
clear.
another.
Na network.
This place now, that's why you want to reach there.
I'm coming. Let me quick.
But you know, you're feeling nice, sharp, and I have money for the class.
Well,
I just say, oh, but I know. I'm not telling you bad or I'm not.
yes, Ken.
Okay, you don't be that now.
Oh, my God.
All right. That's it. It's in the notions.
Die.
I
Meeting.
get
Your tax.
clarification number. It just took a few. Okay.
But you almost reached like 2 weeks before I received my own. For Jimmy.
I think one is 1 month.
I don't say anything. I don't complain because I don't say anything. I don't see one thing.
I just don't
say
understand.
Because you need one. Yes, of course.
My name is yeah.
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man, but I'm supposed to be Spider-Man, but I said I should become
To join
graphic
the
designer instead.
I go drop for you.
Yeah. So for those of you that are just joining us, we're about learning graphic design, right? So
Yeah.
this is graphic design from finish.
If you don't learn what they call an I don't learn those are big draw. If you go print and what you do, don't sell. Yes.
Yeah. Believe you should be.
You did one like that. Any graphics when you see only you from scratch, only you know you print them. Just say, "Ma go print and
Obafemi University International School.
Yeah, come big
Alright. So it's gonna be a the network is bad. The network is bad. It's not just you. It's like
Ross.
live. I need live. As you are, I want to learn outside. You know?
With bad network.
The main is bad network. Now you took me first I go back now.
Yeah, I won't post the video after. So please
Papa. Sorry, what's the truth? Come on.
you understand? Are you with me?
You don't understand no complaint for now.
Alright. So
You say alright
I should try for school. Gotta try for me.
alright very cool this
Yeah, I believe everybody can hear me now, both the live people and the guys. So we start with the meaning of graphic design. You don't need to talk. No writing. This will be like
Just talk at it.
no something. So graphic what do you think graphic design is? It does not have to be correct. Yeah.
graphic design is about passing information through it.
Graphics design comes in 2 ways. The graphics involves images, then design, applying things special to those images to make it more unique.
Okay. In my own way, graphic design is just creating something. So knowledge.
Right. I believe you check Google. Google will tell you graphic design is graphic design is check Google.
I don't take Google.
You want to go?
Check Google. I'll tell you my own definition. Google first. Google will tell you. I know that definition before, but
Art and practice of planning and projecting ideas and experience with visual and textual content.
yeah, that's
Wow. Related to what I said.
you know check it. Alright, that's just factual, right? Google, that's not the first thing you have to do as a designer is your main aim in being a designer is to make things simple. Once it's complex, then you do not do it right. So if you check out the definition that Google is giving you, you cannot remember it. Can you remember it? No. But listen to my definition. My definition of graphic design is basically the use of visuals to present information. Okay. This is Coca-Cola, any sentence, but using pictures to represent that information. Or visuals, not just pictures. Visuals can mean lines, shape, other elements, even including text. To present information is what graphic design is. So basically, the representation of information with visual. The reason for graphic design is to make things simple. If somebody wanted to advertise their business, they come to you, or they send you a message, and you just see like 7 paragraphs, you probably will not want to read it. You will not want to read because it will be boring. We have its own downside. You will not have time. Probably where you even saw the message, we're hurrying. But if it came in form of a visual, in form of a flyer, you would go through it. Let's say, take for example this book. For example, a graphic designer made the design for this book. So if the person that initially this is just a simple presentation of this. That's Auchi Polytechnic logbook. So if I was to talk about logbook originally, the person will use words. They will write it. Maybe the person will have to start explaining what a logbook is in the very first page. But because of the designer, the person made the textbook. Like it's just like graphic design is just basically a summary of something. Even your ATM card, everything, design is applied. If you apply design to your life, it becomes simpler. So graphic design is just basically making things easier for people to understand. If you make a design and people still find it complex, like people cannot still understand what you are saying with your design, that's not a good design. That's the difference between a good and bad design. It's not even about the colors, it's not about the fonts, the layout. It's just about people understand attractive design and there is functional design. But the design is perfect when it is both functional. At the end of it, there is always a CTA, a call to action. Because if you look at this book, looking at the design originally, you might not be interested in it. So the call to action, even if it's not written on it, is for tell you to open the next page. That's called call to action. So if you are not interested, if you are not getting the message that the person is sending, you will not go to the next page. So it's when the first message is clear, that's when you turn. There are designs that you see, you want to swipe. If you are scrolling online, see something you want to swipe, it might be a message. There are some that you see, the first page you will not want to swipe, maybe because you are not interested in it, or maybe because the message is not well passed. Sometimes people pass message, it's just like someone comes to you, and the person is saying, the boy is he. You might not get it like the person that is telling you he is the boy. So it's still the same message, but one is more simpler than the other. I hope you get. So any question before I proceed? That's graphic design meaning basically. Right. So in design, there are just like any other thing in life, there are rules and regulations guiding design. We call them the principles of design. The principles of design, and there are many principles of design, but people say the basic principles of design are just 7. Right, so that just the principles of design: alignment, balance, contrast. One other I can't remember, and then there's the KISS principle. KISS principle, which is one of the important hierarchy. White space, yeah.
White space.
White space.
Separation.
Just
Come again, please.
there is alignment, balance, hierarchy, space, contrast, and KISS principle. Yes. Yeah, you can write it. There are more. Just saying the most fundamentals, the one you should know. So the video quality, I'm not sure maybe it's just the network, but tomorrow maybe we'll adjust it for tomorrow's session. But for now, I think alignment, hierarchy, balance, contrast, white space, and KISS principle. Yeah, KISS is disaster. There are many. There are more. There are some that are under some. There's alignment. There's saturation is not a principle. That's under contrast. So we start with alignment. Alignment is basically just like the way the name comes. They say something is aligned. It means it is arranged in a straight manner. If you look at this, For example, I'm using this book. Look at this book, or you look at any of these things. Notice that there is a pattern. This is alignment, but this one is center alignment. There are different types of alignment. Alignment is basically the arrangement of elements, or majorly text, but elements in a straight line. So what alignment does is that it enables the reader to be able to read whatever they are reading in a straight line. So it's not like, it's just like if you want to create a design, let's say for this, for example, the person carry ouchie, you put ouchie here, the polytechnic somewhere, like just scattered it. There will be no alignment, so the reader will not be able to get the information that the person is trying to say. So the first thing you have to take note of, sometimes some designers they use rulers just to get the alignment straight. Not the normal ruler that you know, but like digital ruler. To check the alignment for each of the elements that they are using. So for this particular one is, and most social media designs, we use center alignment. Different types of alignment. Center alignment is what we use for most social media design and like maybe books. Just see this one to the center. Just some designs there. But the best alignment that we say, we have the left alignment. Sorry, I did not mention type of alignment before. There is left alignment, right alignment, center alignment, mixed alignment. Then there is alignment to the left. Okay, I say left, right, center, mixed. There's visual alignment. Yeah, visual alignment. There's visual, mixed, right, left, and center. Yeah. So if you look at most of the books that you read that are in English, except they're in other languages, or English and most languages, you notice that they are starting from the left. Because the human eye, research has it that the human eye reads more clearly from the left. So that's why all the books that you see, most times, except it's an error, you don't see a book that is starting from this side. All the books that are starting from here in English. So you read from here, and even if you're opening a new page, you will not start reading necessarily where attached to be. You start reading from the left. So research has said that the human eye processes things faster from the left hand side. Then there is mixed alignment, because mixed alignment is for mainly social media. Sorry, I said mixed center. So mainly social media design. Because first I look at here, second. Well, you understand better when we start practicing. But I'm just saying this is an example of something like center alignment. Then there is right alignment. Yeah, if you look at this certificate, after everything was aligned to the no. After everything is aligned to the middle, you notice that this downside is aligned to the right. So yeah, the reason why another thing that alignment does is to help you separate your information. Somebody was looking at this place, the whole center. Maybe person might be thinking it's too bulky and will not be interested. But that one element like this is the alignment is different. The person will now look at why is this one. The person wants to know why this one is different. So that's hierarchy. Hierarchy is what okay. Hierarchy is basically what you use to guide your reader through your design, so that they will know where to look at first. We are looking at this piece now, and sorry, I'm thinking I'm too fast. We are looking at this piece. Automatically, I think one of the first things that you look at to see this thing is course completion or maybe deco graphics. But I feel like the first thing that you see is this course completion. I mean, one of the last things that you look at is hierarchy is the principle of design. It's just to guide the eyes of the reader through your piece. So let me show you some design, some of my creations. That used to guide the user's eye through the piece. So if you look at this type of design, through the piece, this type of design, notice that it is centered, it is to the middle.
No get chair.
Don't worry, just show you. It's to the middle. I'll still drop the laptop now. This is an example of social media design. Social media design is basically a design that you can post on social media, or that you post on social media. So you notice that the alignment of this one, this is to the middle, this is to the middle, and then this one to the right. This is the right and left. That's the difference. Automatically, when you look at this thing, even if you look from afar, the first thing that you see is www. It's not a mistake. I wanted you to see that first. That's what hierarchy does. The way you arrange your text, the size, the font, the weight, it helps the guide the person's eye. You cannot be looking at this thing first and you want to read this part first. Look at what is visible. That's what hierarchy does. So what piece, P-I-E-C-E. All right, still have 3 people. All right, yeah, and alignment here. Notice that alignment here too is still in the middle. This also shows that. So yeah, that's it for this. This one is also a social media design. But you notice for this social media design, some of the elements were aligned shapes. Right, yeah. This one too is also to. I know that this one they are looking at if they are to the left and right. You look at this general alignment, like everything. All the elements that are here. The general alignment is still to the middle. The reason why it's from the left here is because it's easier to read, like I said before. So higher informational, and there's a model representing information. So if somebody was to come to you and start telling you higher mid and professional system, you might not want to listen. But only for design that you just see it and know that if it's something you are interested in. So that's it for alignment and hierarchy. There's mixed alignments. I'm not done yet. Mixed alignments is this kind of design. You look at, especially mixed alignment is used for this type of design in newspapers and magazines. Even in some design. You notice that the thing was middle to an extent. Then some of the text were aligned to the left and others to the right. So that's a mixed alignment. General. Because the person is trying to show you that some of the informations are different. Like if this thing is trying to tell you that everything here like this. They go together, but from this I strongly recommend this another information. This another information. That's what makes alignment is. Then visual alignment. Visual alignment is basically the arrangement of things in a straight line, anything that is aside from text. If you know the anything, let me know. Aside from text, visual alignment is the arrangement of anything in a straight line, anything in the design, aside from text. So if the arrangement of any element aside from text in a straight line. I can still say this one is part of it. This, if you look at this design, you notice that these are 3 different characters. It's not like one picture, it's different. So everything, all the cartons, they are in a straight line. Still the same thing. This is an example of visual alignment. Let me check out several visual examples. then there is after alignment there is we have done everything for alignment, right? We are now going to hierarchy. Like I said, hierarchy is a principle of design that helps you guide the eyes of the reader through your piece. The person will know where to look at first. If somebody is looking at this text, for example, and the first thing that they are seeing is Auchi Polytechnic. Maybe this is the first thing that they are seeing before they read this, then your hierarchy is bad. Because your hierarchy is supposed to be what somebody will look at, and they will know that, okay, I will look at here first, here second, here third. Yeah. That's hierarchy. Then hierarchy can be achieved with many things. The size of font, the weight of font, the shape. Whatever I say, it can be achieved by font, shape, shape and arrangement. Even alignment, you can use alignment to achieve hierarchy. Like I said before, if you look at this design, to an extent, you know that it is aligned to the middle to an extent. But when you get somewhere, you better start aligning to the left, and the person also aligned to the right. So that's automatically going to tell you that you read everything that is center first before you read the left and right. That's another way of achieving hierarchy. So question before I continue. Question day. Ask question day. Ask.
Hierarchy, especially. I don't get that.
Hierarchy is so if you look at this design, one of us. Look at first. Right? You look at this design. Look at this design. So if you look at this design, you notice that the information is just there's place and order. Then there is your, but the your is not visible. All these they are like, and everything here they are aligned. It's aligned to the middle, but it's kind of wrong alignment, so because the model is at the left, at the right, the left. The model is at the right, I think. So the text is supposed to be aligned to the left, but this wrong alignment, this. But if you look at this, design, most of the time you don't know where. Look at this design. You will not know when to look at first, okay? I hope you are honest. You don't know if it's Milo, SUG. No. Normally, no. It's not good by. Somebody's going to look at the design and you will know that okay, this way I look at it. There's one that you did before. So if you are looking at this design, there is both. Don't know where to look at first. Then even if you later figure out where to look at first, where do you look at next? You don't know. That's the for SG. I got to read that. That's not it done. So that's alignment. That's a hierarchy. If there is perfect hierarchy in design, automatically you know this way I look at first. This way I look at. Let me show you something. design, automatically, the first thing that you see, I never ask you. May I ask you, sorry. What first thing you see? Big tree. That's what I want to see. The first thing that you see is big tree, followed by this other thing, the other one that you cannot read. Advert rate. Then before you look at here, before you even come to the number, it's not a mistake. If you look at this, the number is not the first that you see. You look at it for the first time, the number is there. That's the first, but that's not the first that you see. After reading everything, now you can come back here. It's not a mistake. Things like that. So it's how design is, right? You need to know how to control the viewer's eye. But if the person is reading the thing that's supposed to read last, is reading first. They are not conveying the right message. If somebody saw this number first, they will know what they want. So that's key. Then the next one, which other one that is? The hierarchy can be achieved with the size of the text. People can increase the size. If I want people to test in this one, what will they like this course completion now? Notice that the size is big. So they wanted people to see this one. Certification get big part of this one. So you can decide to make a particular font bigger. You can also use shape. Decide to put shape at the back of a text just to create hierarchy in that text. Green from 800 to 2. You can just read it in green. But I put this also with shape so that your eyes will be drawn to it. You can use line. The line. You can use there are different things you can use to create hierarchy. There's white space, you can use all of that. So the next principle balance is just like hierarchy, but like a junior brother. Balance is when you look at the design, you notice you automatically know an organized design and a design that's not organized. So if the design is not organized, then it's not balanced. That's what balance is. Balance is just like normal, like say your design is no balance. So the design is to be. If your design is balanced, no balance. If somebody sees there are some designs you will see, you just know that okay, something is missing. Even if you don't know that something that you don't know what is missing, you just know that it's really common. So you don't see that you know that okay, something is missing. So it's avoiding that, but balance is just basically the arrangement of your layout design. Correct arrangement of your layout design. So which other one again? Contrast and interest. Contrast is the color that you use. A lot of beginners in Instagram design, this is where they make this in the colors. Some people using different colors that resemble each other. The main thing about color, the main thing should know about color. The rule of color is that we use color darker background because so that like zoom in, even as I zoom in from there. I'm not sure you can read what's on the orange box. Meaning of meaning. It's not easy to read. Share it and read. When I read the red one. No, if the but you can read this one.
Read this one.
That one is fun now. You can read the red one.
Mental health for
but the thing is, if your contract, but no matter how you zoom this one out, then you can read the one that is black. That's the meaning of the way okay, read it like now. But you read it. That's contract. That's bad point. If you look at a design, no matter how far this thing is, this thing is that good. No, it's not by both. It's not about the contract. Although size might matter, It's just as if imagine using pink on top of white stuff. You will not be able to read it. Or you're using red on top of brown. So you have to know contrasting colors. There's what we refer to as the color wheel. The color wheel consists of warm colors and cool colors. Warm colors are red, orange, yellow, and the likes. Anything that comes colors family. While cool colors is blue, purple, and the likes. Anything that comes from the family. So you have to know if you want to write on a white background, you cannot use a color that is very similar to white. There are some blues that you can use on top of white. There are some blues that you cannot use. Like example of sky blue, you cannot use on top of white. It will not be visible. So you have to use colors that are visible. Except maybe you don't want people to see what you are writing. Like this guy shirt. See this thing is brown. This is kind of brown. There's some brown that you use on it too. Very dark brown. No VCR. That's contrast. That's the what contrast is. One chop, one flip. So the next one is white space. The white space is the space.
Is it white or white?
White space.
White or white?
WHITE, white space. White, also known as negative space. Grammars, white spaces. This way, all these places that that's what some Nigerian designers say. What there are some Nigerian designers tell you, let your design breathe. Right? So the design must be able to breathe. That's why there should be white space. If your design is just closed out and there's nothing, even novels. That's why there's paragraph and text. You notice that some parts in novel you see, that person writes, they will give space, this white space. They might not refer to it as white space exactly, but some people call it negative space. So white space is basically the part of the design, this part, that they are nothing. It must be there in your design to give it breathing. Even logos. So it's sketch, but even logos, there are white spaces. There's space, it must not be closed down. And white space can be used to achieve hierarchy too, in the sense that if you look at this, let me use this one. If you look at this, you will not know that this was important if this space was not here. If it was just clustered, like if this space was not here, you know Sha knows this logo is important. I'll tell you the difference between what I mean. If it was just Auchi Polytechnic book and it was like this, you will not know that it was important in the sense that you're not able to read it well. You think this is just a logo. But the fact that there's white space now, you know that you read this is a part of this. You read it. Normally it's supposed to just be a logo because it's Auchi something, but Auchi Polytechnic book for Auchi Polytechnic Auchi. But a person that does not understand white space will think for person made mistake, it was supposed to be something here. But this logo is standing for, it's helping complete this sentence. Training logbook for Auchi Polytechnic Auchi. So that's white space. This can be used to achieve hierarchy too. Then the other one, KISS principle. KISS principle is an abbreviation that is keep it simple, see, or keep it simple. Any of them, anyhow you wanna take it. Some people say keep it simple, stupid. So it's basically the principle of design, the main principle of design. Like I said, as a designer, your main objective is to make things easy to understand. Once a design is complex, it's not a design. It has not achieved it. Because somebody has to see your design and understand, okay, this is what it's trying to say. This is what even in design, there are designs that text are not used. Right? There's no text, it's just pictures. But people still understand what you're trying to say. That's what a good design. That's what, when you keep it simple, that's what it does. Let me show you something. Alright. There is rough work, for example. Let me just say, even if this text was not here, I'll just you will understand that okay, something's like to appear. These are helpful. I want to save them. Can you channel the vibe? So that's keeping it simple. Even if you are keeping it complex, it should also be simple. As a designer, one of the first things you should do before you even start designing is having layout of what you're trying to design in your mind. This is what I want to create. Have a picture, draw a sketch of what you want to design, and yeah, that's it. Then basically, being a designer is, some people think being a designer is just like a side hustle. Some people would think some black men cannot make 100K daily. Yes, some people think so. But the thing is, the fact is, everything that you see in life is just the way you picture it. Right? The reason why some people are poor and some people are rich is the perspective. It's the way they see life. Because some people are there that their thinking is, once I see 3 million now, I don't grow. Some people are there that even if I see 300 million, don't move. So it's all about your perspective. If you are thinking small, maybe for graphic design, maybe you are thinking, how many design I want to make before I get so amount. You go design thing because that's your own mind. But if you are thinking in a bigger, you see it in a bigger picture, it's all about how you view it, right? So people are there that do graphic design for a living. Like they didn't even go to school. They just graduated from high school and then it was just design throughout. So you cannot say if somebody is doing graphic design for a living because they see it as okay, I got to do this, I don't do this, no job. You cannot compare that person to somebody that I just take guy. They are not the same. What that person will be making is not comparable to. I'm not just saying anything about design aspect, anything in life. Somebody does something, okay, now I use this one till day. When you are bomb, they bomb. Like they bomb so well, I think they leave, I don't do that thing. And somebody that just bomb, I take guy. So that they cannot be the same. Although that person may be doing better for now, but with time, you see, it's not the same. So you have to give it your time, your focus. You don't expect that you start graphic design today. You think the first day, so I don't even know design anything. Let's say you don't expect that you start graphic design today and you're already a designer in like 2 years. Some people will say, I know I'm saying 2 years. Some people will start designing at like 6 months. They are saying, I never still get clients. I never still. Another people. So if you start design, you have to give not just design, anything that you're doing. I feel like God has this way of doing things, right? When you're not ready for something, God does not give you. That's just the reality of life. So if you ask yourself why you have not made so amount of money, just think of it. Don't lie to yourself. Just sit down and ask yourself, if you had that amount and you're asking, how would you use it? You're not ready for it yet, that's why you don't have it. So that's how life works, right? So anything I want to do, basically, you have to program your mind that everything that I'm going through right now is preparation for that thing. So if I'm not ready yet, God will give me. That's what it is. So for graphic design, right, if you need a client, well, I would say my own story. When I was designing, I had one client for about I think 3 months. They work with that client, they paid me 15, I mean 30K for 90 designs. That's 3 designs daily. They design every day, 30K. To me that time, 30K I'm not money. That's again. But after a while, the clients come broke. If you look at the payment, client they owe me money to now, so. But I was going through a lot. So I can't come out. When I went to Abuja to survive. But clients no pay, nothing. I was going through a lot, sir. That period to solve was even an issue. They do WTF. At a point, I would say about 2 months just trying to figure out my life because clients don't do nothing. After about 2 months, I had to sit down to realize that the clients are not coming, I'm not ready for the client. I was posting every day, these 2 months, I'm saying I did not just go down. Like, I was designing every day, I was posting, but clients were not coming. And basically because I was not ready. So I now switched from just designing to working on myself, maybe practice more. You keep doing the same thing, even if you do the same thing for like 10 years, people say practice makes perfect. If you practice the same thing for 10 years, and that thing will start serving. It's only if you keep going up, you know how to do it, write A, you write that A for 10 years. That way that you know how to write the A that I know. It's when you now learn B, that's when you start learning. So I just started to work on myself, I started to learn new things, buy courses, do that, this. That's when, after a while, after I started implementing what I started reading books, you know. I have this like e-books in my drive, but then I know they read them. So after I done with this one, now I started reading books, maybe City 1 and 2. Other books like Feel Like an Artist, Read That, For That. What I saw in those books, right? Yeah. All those books, they now started helping me, and I started implementing some kind of things. After a while, I started getting clients. So it's just, you have to be ready. If something is not happening, things are not going on in your life. Just know that you're not ready for those things. So you have to implement the things that you have to implement. So if there are any questions in graphic design or more, you can ask.
No, I have a question to ask. This last statement. So to me, the things I jotted down here concerning what you just explained. Okay. That means there are types of graphic designer. Yeah. Those persons that actually do it for fun. And those persons that say, okay, this is my area of specialization. I have to do this because I feel like doing this I'm going to get my fortune. Because from your story, though to me I once thought that before every teacher starts a lesson, they're supposed to start from their story. But why are they starting from their story to set the expectation? Just like what you just did now. You just actually told us that we should just keep our eyes aside, do it as if we have taken it as our profession. So that it become our knowledge. Then please let me push you back to this skills. You say try making it simple. Okay, try making your design simple. So it means you also made mention of the color with something of that nature. That is knowing the right colors to use. Before you start your design, as a beginner, how will you know that this is the right color I'm supposed to use for this design?
Okay. Color and fonts, right? Even fonts. That's handwriting. By saying font, I mean the handwriting that I'm using. So those are like two major problems that any designer have. No matter how the level. When the person wants to make a design, the only thing is that once you have designed for a long time, you already know, okay, this one works, this one does not work. But anytime you want to change a font, start doubting yourself. This one going to make sense here, this one not going to make sense. But there are types of fonts. We'll go there. But I would just say there are 4 types of fonts. There's serif font, sans serif font, there's other sans serif, there's slab serif, there's script font, and there's script font, and then there is
Rubik.
this one. Those ones are names of different types. There is title, I think title. So like script serif fonts are the ones that do not have this type of fonts. They have all this type of fonts. They have lines on top. Those are serif fonts. Why sans serif fonts are this one that don't have lines, like this type of central bank of. See this one they have line on the A. Check this one, there are no lines. So this is serif, this sans serif. So that's the difference. So using there are some designs that you automatically know that okay, I want to give it this sans serif vibe. You want to create a design with premium vibe, right? That's like real estate design because it's luxury. You have to give it that premium vibe. You have to use serif font this time. If you check the design I just showed you, that will go for you. This one they are sans serif, right? But there's only that design. I just wanted to be easy. But if you want to do something luxury, so if you check this www. This is just design. Anything I want to make it.
This one is a serif font.
This is serif font. So So anything luxury is, and then anything playful, like this one, this name that this one write everything like this. This script font is basically any font that can represent handwriting. All this, I think this one is normal signature. But all those type of fonts, that's the script font. So those ones they are just like for playful. The most common type of script font is Comic Sans. They use it for comic book. All those ones. So there is serif font. It's just that the more you design, the more you experience things. As a designer, anything that you see, any product that you see, just observe it. Any product that you think is good, yeah, look at this one. If you want to design, you can decide to apply the style that they use here. Maybe you want to use their font to see if it will match your design, even if you're not saying the same message. So it's all about practice, right? So to get the font that you use, you cannot just, for me now, I already have fonts that I use. You take most of my designs, every one of my clients told me. Most of my designs, I use not exactly the same fonts, but I use almost from the same family. I use Mont, Poppins, Montserrat. Then I use other Cicel, Playfair, all this one. Because I already know that, okay, when this type of design, I need serif font, and I already know say, yeah, serif font, Cinzel, and serif font, Playfair, and serif font. So, but there are many serif fonts, right? Like, they have the font. So, like, there are a lot of fonts in the world. You know, if your client says, this one is popular, but this one here is Cinzel. This is the font that they use for locks. So your client can tell you this one is popular and don't want that. You have to start searching for that way later. That the fact that this one is a serif font, let me say, if you change this serif font and that serif font, it will work. Like the other serif fonts like this house police stuff. If I put this house police stuff here. The point to know that okay, you already know some that already work. So you just add those are the ones that you just keep using over and over. Font and color. That's font. Then for color, dark background, black and dark colors on light background. Once you have this formula, you can now by yourself be switching, okay, dark green, white. You can do it by yourself. So yeah, that's I taking 3 topics already. Taking the meaning of graphic design, principles of graphic design, and the overview of the industry of graphic design. Those are the 3 things that we just
Overview now, where is how you take me and put?
Overview now, I talked about the overview, like how people view it.
I was not
Your job.
Where are you?
The minds were not here. I thought.
Okay.
Now I tell a story.
Now you sleep. They sleep up there for you.
The overview I talked about it when I talked about when I went to Abuja, I also joined. The overview is basically the industry. The industry, how the industry.
Okay.
That's it. It's just we like the industry. How you say see that's the overview. But then generally, capitalism is a skill that some people view as a side hustle. But other people take that as especially in the country that we have. That's so unfortunate, you know. Unfortunately, we find ourselves in this country. A lot of people don't value it. And